Oh, sweet morning. All right, so today is officially day one of working out with trying to lose weight for GenCon. I'm at 325, and I'm thinking of starting the Lord of the Rings challenge to see how far I can go. If you look over there. Oh, well, they ran away, but there was a bunny. Okay, so I'm not exactly sure what my game plan is for this weight loss journey. All I know is that every morning I'm going to be putting in at least 2 miles. When I was really losing weight, I was doing 5K every morning. I'm way bigger than I was when I started doing that. So I don't know if I can physically do that. That was also, several years younger. But, we'll keep going and we'll try it. On top of that, I'm probably going to have to give up, all the yummy foods. Pizza, hamburgers, my absolute favorite go-to chips. And we have to settle in for some other different stuff. Even things like, a lot of people are saying, oh, just go low carb, just go keto. I've done it before. I've lost weight on it. The only issue is the second I have a piece of bread afterwards, it's hard to stop. And then my weight just shoots right back up. Like, honestly, I don't even mind working out. I like it. I don't hate walks. I like them. But I'm a sit in stone, baby. You got to get me rolling before I go do stuff. Because I'm like, oh, okay, well, I enjoy walking out in the orchards. I enjoy walking out in the fields. Okay, but, there's a brand new episode of X, Y, and Z on. Can't miss that. So, in the hour or 2 hours it would take me to do nothing but absolutely binge and watch a TV show, well, I could have already walked, 5 miles, 5-6 miles. God, I hope I'm faster than that. I could have already walked 10 miles. Will I? Probably not. But I'm just saying, it's doable. All right, plus I'm gonna be real with you for a second. Me and weight loss do not have a healthy relationship. I get very easily obsessed, especially if I see if something works. Like, I tried the fasting thing for a while. And the issue is that I wasn't even really fasting on purpose. What happened is that I read somewhere that if you have green tea in the morning, it helps with weight loss. So every morning I would go to the gym for about an hour. Then I would, go to Starbucks, get a iced green tea, and I'd go on with my day. About lunchtime would roll around, and I really didn't feel like having lunch. I'm like, lunch is when water pump. Lunch is when you do the most damage, Nick, because that's when you're getting those greasy cheeseburgers or scarfing down half a pizza or just mindlessly munching chips. So for lunch I would grab I hate to say it, I'd grab an energy drink because the caffeine didn't make me feel as hungry. So I would knock back like a 0 sugar energy drink, and then I would go about my day. And then I'd hit dinner. And I'm like, okay, so dinner, well, I didn't have breakfast, I didn't have lunch. I'm not feeling hungry, right? You know what doesn't make you feel hungry? Going to bed. And thus, that was my hyper unhealthy mindset for a week. Every morning, it was green tea. During lunch, it was an energy drink to keep me going through the day. And at dinner, I think I finally switched to chicken or bone broth. And some of you are like, well, hey, break this to you, Dwarven Dad. That's kind of what they put on people for gastric bypass before they are allowed to do it. You'll survive. Yes, but not with the amount of activity I was throwing down at the gym. I was going so hard every single day. I was down, I think, 22 pounds in a week. And the absolute murder in that is that because I saw that 22 pounds drop in a week, I was like, oh, how much can I do in a month? And so in about 2 months, I was down 60 pounds. Now, I don't know what you know about sustainability, but can't survive like that. Mentally, I was exhausted. Physically, honestly, I didn't feel too bad. I had splitting migraines. To supplement, I was taking a multivitamin. I had still only done green teas for breakfast. For lunch, I had switched to like hard-boiled eggs, almonds, or like tuna. Still no bread, still nothing that even looked like it had flour or any kind of wheat in it. And I just lived like that for 2 months. And I had dropped from like 330 down to 270. I mean, I can't say I felt physically better, but my emotional self-image felt better. Because the issue is that to this day I still kick myself, because I dropped from 400 pounds down to 200 pounds. And I was like, I'm there. I'm at the weight I want to be. Now I just got to tone it up. And I did not tone it up because I lost the weight. So I let my mind wander. I started snacking, started munching, started the crunching. And slowly but surely, within a year, I gained 100 of those pounds back. And that's why I always say I have like an unhealthy mindset when it comes to food, because if one's good, 10's better. So if one chip is good, why not just kill the bag, right? Just bam. But then in that same mindset, if I'm like, well, if I'm not gonna eat the freaking bag, why would I even bother touching it? It's a hard thing to confess on this, but my mind operates on those extremes. And it's kind of like the way when I start something, I dive deep into it. It's like when I get into a hobby, I'm either going to master this hobby or I'm out whatever money I threw into it and I'll never touch it again. Well, that's just my ramblings for today. Hopefully you'll check in on me tomorrow. Okay, so to further my motivation, I signed up for the Lord of the Rings walking challenge in the middle of this walk. I did another mile, looked down to check my progress, and it said 0. I'm like, oh, this thing better not require the Apple Watch because mine's dead and I didn't put it on this morning.